Hello, Jess Good here. Today I'm reviewing a LEGO Justice League movie, Knightcrawler Tunnel Attack. This retails for $50 in the United States, has 622 pieces and 4 minifigures. Now let's take a look at those minifigures. So we'll start off with the main reason a lot of people are buying this set, and that is the Flash. And I love this version of Flash. I think it looks awesome. It's a nice update with some cool designs using these two colors to represent the figure. I think that works out excellently. And he even has a totally new molding for his helmet piece, which you can see the different kind of ridges up there, and also it's just a smaller helmet than the older one. Nice kind of golden parts on the side as well. Now his face print underneath looks like the actor. I kind of like how they portrayed that. And you can see he also has an alternate face right here. Both are pretty cocky, which seems to fit the character from the movies. Lastly, he does include two of these little power blasts right here, so you just kind of push down on that, and they fly out. So here is Batman. I have him holding the mother box, which does have a new printed 2x2 tile up top, which is exclusive to the set. But the build is the same one as the one from the Justice League Battle for Atlantis set, which uses those nice mason bricks in a pretty interesting way. But for the actual Batman figure, you can see that he does have this new design that's exclusive to the set, which has little specks on his torso, which kind of shine, and they're better to see once you shine it in the light. I really appreciate that. I think that looks great. But what I don't like is the legs, where they just have printing on the front and they're not dual molded, so it looks like a cloth piece. It looks very ugly and outdated. Now that we have dual molded legs, it kind of makes sense to use them. And it seemed like all the Batman in the DC Extended Universe sets had dual molded legs, so I don't know why they kind of just left it out of here. It looks really bad. The back of the torso does have some nice printing, which continues with that little shiny specks, and he does have the newer style cape. And I do like how they updated his face from the Batman v Superman sets, because now he has a little bit of a beard going on, which matches Batfleck, so I think that's very fitting. And he has an alternate expression right there. All looks really good. So you do get two Parademons in the set. None are exclusive because this green version also comes in the Flying Fox set. Now this one is different from the next one in the set because of the wings, which uses the smaller wings, but everything else is the same. That includes the back printing on the torso and head, and also this little stud shooter, which you know how stud shooters work. You press on this and shoots out the stud. Like I said, the only difference with this one is the big wings, which you can see are spread out, and they include extras in the set just in case you rip those. So here is the Knightcrawler, and the design for this is very redundant, and if you could imagine, the build is such a drag, because you literally build these legs 4 times, and they're pretty complex builds. I mean, they use a lot of Technic pieces and stuff like that. It was just not a very enjoyable build for me, and I don't feel like the payoff is there. There are some nice little shiny parts, like these 1x1 circular tiles, which we've seen before. Always a pleasure getting those, because you also get some extra, of course, since they are smaller tiles. They even have a little bit of room so that you could hold the batarang and the grappling hook. Some stickers bring a little bit of color to this, but for the most part, it's a big gray, black mess. You can see the stickers right there, one on each leg. There's also one on the front right there. And my favorite part is probably the cockpit, because that wasn't really like redundant to build, because you only built one of those. I like this red windshield that goes over there. Looks pretty cool. You have enough room to fit one minifigure, of course being Batman. You can see there's some yellow and some stickers on there, but nothing too interesting. That's really just the whole cockpit itself. There's not too much space in there. Up top there is a Batman logo, of course from the DCEU that appeared in the Batmobile set and some of the other sets. And you do have these rapid stud shooters, which are one of the main play features of the set, which just kind of spin those, and they shoot everywhere. And they include so many extras of those, just in case you lose any. And for the other main play feature, it's making the vehicle, I guess, in park mode or something. So you just expand the legs like this, and this is a new form of the vehicle. Looks a little bit like a spider, but what I don't like is that there's no wheels or anything, so it's really just meant to rest right there. I mean, the only way you could use the wheels is if you put it back in its other form, and you can see that each of these feet are the same exact design, with a spear on both sides and 2 wheels inside. And I have to say, while it's back in its regular form, it does roll pretty well with its 8 wheels. But that's it for the build set. Now let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. Here's a look at the front of the box and the back with its $50 box size. And we only get one instruction booklet that's pretty big, and at the end they do have some advertisements for the rest of the sets. So overall, I think this set is a mixed bag for me because the building process was such a pain in the butt. I don't think there's a payoff because the final vehicle itself is very bland. I thought the play feature would be more interesting, you know, exposing out the legs. Maybe there would be like little tires on there so you can move it in that kind of expanded form. But you can't. It just kind of sits there. You know, the rest of the play features is just a rapid stud shooter, you know, miniature stud shooters, a power blaster, very standard stuff. So I'm really disappointed in that aspect. I thought it was going to be a more fun set. And then the minifigures themselves, I love the green Parademons. I love the Flash. Batman, those legs look terrible. In a set that's coming out in 2017, it's just unacceptable. That should have had dual molded legs with some printing on it. Everything else about the figure I like. I like the torso, and I even like the printing on the legs. It's just, it looks terrible without the dual molded legs. All that considered, I mean, I think it's a good price for what you get, but what you get isn't very exciting. It isn't very memorable. I'm glad they tried a new vehicle, but the outcome was kind of a disappointment, and I'm going to rate this set a C. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Haha. Peace out. Bye.